It's great to be back at the World Water Week every year in August. Your Majesty, Your Excellencies, dear colleagues and friends, dear Stockholm Water Prize laureates, because I know there are two that we're going to hear about today, but there are also more of you in the panel. Very welcome. As you all know, the Stockholm Water Prize was initiated in 1991 to celebrate and honor men, women, organizations, institutions who have made extraordinary water-related achievements contributing to the conservation and protection of water resources and to the well-being of our planet and its inhabitants. Over the year, Stockholm Water Prize laureates have represented a broad range of actors, of scientific disciplines, of organizations of different parts of the world. And my own organization, WaterAid, which I know also have a few representatives around the world, received the prize in 1995 for our outstanding work in ensuring and working together with partners to ensure that the world's poorest communities have access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene. We are so proud of this award still, it's 20-something years afterwards, that we found this year John Lane, who I know Your Majesty presented the award to in 1995, he was wearing his tie from the same year, even now, 20-something years afterwards. So this is how prestigious and how really proud we feel and the world feels of the person receiving, the organizations receiving this award. So very much welcome. So, well, enough about the past. We're here to talk about the present, but also to talk about the future. How can we ensure sustainable growth and through and with water quality? This year also, we're standing here and throughout this week, and especially tonight, we are celebrating the achievements of Professor Joan B. Rose as the 26th Stockholm Water Prize laureate. A big congratulations to you and for all your achievements. I'd like to just have a first round of applause. As Karin said, it has been really, really great to hear you speak and be part of the discussions over this year, and a really well-deserved recognition of your important work. So as Karin said, this Water Prize Symposium is where we try to bring together the laureates who have received the prize for different parts of water-related achievements, also with experts, decision-maker, thinkers, in order to explore the subject of this year's laureate. And one of the biggest risks to global growth and sustainable development is just that, the quantity and quality of our fresh water. Not just that we've seen by 2030, I've seen in many reports, the global demand for fresh water may outstrip the supply by as much as 40%. And unfortunately, we see that even in the present days, the quantity and the quality of water that we use are not enough for our human or economic development needs. And one of the biggest tragedy, and I must say statistics that always hits me in the heart, is the fact that 650 million people still lack access to safe water. 1.8 million people, so even people that have access to water, don't have it in a quality that's safe for them to drink. And this obviously causes enormous suffering. 900 million children die every day of diarrhea in 2016. It strains on healthcare system, it hurts our education, and job opportunities, and keeps people in poverty and societies not flourishing in the way that they could. So just for a little formality and for you to know what's happening, I know otherwise it's been already 4 long days. This is the setup of the symposium today. We'll hear from 4 of our esteemed panelists before the coffee break. Then we'll have coffee for about half an hour. We'll come back and then we'll hear from the Deputy Secretary General, and we'll have a panel or a discussion. I don't like panels. Then it feels like people are sitting there talking to you. What we want here is a discussion. So the speakers will sit up here, but I also want you to be involved. So do please think about your questions, your examples, how we can have an interactive discussion after the coffee break with all of you. I know, Your Majesty, as well, the water quality and the quantity of water have been a problem in Öland this summer. So, and Öland and Gotland in some parts of Sweden. So we might also have some tips for you there. So, with no further ado, let me introduce this morning's first speaker. She has dedicated her professional life to water quality and public health safety, and is a leading world authority on water microbiology. She has been involved in numerous investigations on waterborne outbreaks worldwide. Please welcome on stage this year's Stockholm Water Prize laureate, Professor Joan B. Rose.